Hello, ELI teachers. My name is Lin Zhou. I'm creating this video for those who will be teaching ELI hybrid courses. So the website you're looking at now is called Guide for ELI Hybrid Courses. It was created to help those who have not had a lot of experiences in teaching hybrid courses. By visiting this website, you're going to have new understanding of hybrid courses and learn something about how to start from scratch, such as creating your course syllabus, design your hybrid courses, and make use of relevant resources online to help you create better hybrid courses and provide students with better learning experiences. All right, so let's start with the main topics, main bullet points here on this course website. So this is the homepage. On the homepage, I started with asking you some questions. So if you're teaching a hybrid course, you want to start with the course objectives, how you're going to make use of the hybrid mode, the platform you're going to use for the course content website, and also the platform for you to use as your course management website. At the same time, when you are done for the first four, you want to think about if you have a tentative course syllabus or tentative course calendar. After you have all the 6 elements here, you might want to have someone to actually peer review your course content website, your course syllabus, and course calendar if it is your first time teaching a hybrid course. And on this website, you will also be able to see information like when to do face-to-face activities and when to do online tasks. So you want to be very clear about the different modes and the purposes behind each and every activities that you include in your syllabus in your class. And also when you are designing your course calendar or your course syllabus, you want to look at this page. So the first one is from a webpage of the Center for Teaching and Faculty Development of San Francisco State University. And when I first started, I found this webpage very helpful in terms of my hybrid course design. And also the second link will lead you to the webpage of a hybrid course creation by Rutgers Office of Instructional Research and Technology. So if it's your first time designing a hybrid course, you want to start from here. And we also for my first semester here, I did a project of video recording. So I interviewed around 10 graduate students and also some professors here. So this interview video collection will give you some ideas about how the graduate students and professors from the department feel about the hybrid courses and online courses. Some of them have taken online or hybrid courses before. Some of them have taught hybrid or online courses before. So if you're interested, you can find some information here. And in the resources for teachers of hybrid courses, I've provided several sub-pages here. So in UH Manoa, we have CLT, Center for Language and Technology. They do provide great technological support. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to contact them. They also offer courses related to technology enhanced teaching every semester. And there is some instructional tip for online courses. So one thing that I want to emphasize here is that you might want to start a little bit early. On this page, it says start at least 6 months in advance. This is a little bit too much because for ELI courses, since I am mainly responsible for helping hybrid ELI hybrid teachers for ELI hybrid courses to be ready for teaching hybrid courses. So I've already created several shell courses or platforms for you to use, so you don't really need to start 6 months in advance, but I would recommend you start at least a week before you start a new semester to have a general idea about what you want to do for the semester. So the major assignments you want to do online and the major assignments you want to do in class, make sure you understand the objectives of each main assignment and how you want to do it. And also I've provided some online resources for teachers and resources for designing and teaching hybrid courses. So it shows you things like hybrid learning in terms of the theoretical groundings, and also some tools and content you can use in your hybrid courses. And there are some case studies that will help you understand how to teach a hybrid course better. So this webpage with all these resources are mainly for your own professional development. And if you don't feel confident enough, I think you can start from here as well. And I've also provided a sample Google Doc for hybrid courses. One of the most important things in hybrid courses is that you organize your teaching materials very well so that your students understand where and how to find relevant information, where and how to submit relevant assignments. And I'm going to create a separate video showing you how to organize Google Folder and Google Drive so that your students can easily finish their online tasks. I've also included a sub-page for technology tools. This is definitely not an exhaustive list of technology tools, but the nice part about this subpage is that each tool is grouped under a certain category. For example, if you want to use certain tools for survey, you can use Google Forms, SurveyMonkey, and so on. So this is something that you want to think about. What are the activities you want to do, and think about in which category this activity can be put in, and then you can find relevant tools. Lastly, I've also included a few YouTube educational videos that I found pretty helpful in terms of designing a course, hybrid course, and some sharing of hybrid courses. So for example, if we look at the last one, it mainly explains the main idea of a hybrid course, and the third video shares a hybrid beginning language course. I think it's more relevant to the ELI teachers. And video number 2 is a showcase of innovative teaching of hybrid courses. And the first one is actually about designing a hybrid course. So these are the things that you want to look at to get some ideas before you teach a hybrid courses. And in the guide for ELI hybrid courses, I've also provided some sample hybrid course websites. So ELI 80 hybrid course is the course that I am teaching this semester, fall 2017. Before this course, there was no hybrid courses of listening and speaking, and then I experimented it with the idea of doing listening speaking with a hybrid course, and it worked really well with my students. And let me show you some examples here. So if you click on that, this is the course content page of ELI 80. That's advanced level listening speaking for the ELI students. And this is the main content website for me and my students. So by coming to this website, my students will understand what they're supposed to do for each week. So let's click on week 1. And for each week, they're going to see a table like this. So first of all, they're going to see the dates. And then this column shows them the online tasks that they have to do, and then the face-to-face tasks. The first week, since it's more of an introduction week, so it's not very typical in terms of the arrangement of all these information. So let's look at week 2. So basically every week students are going to see something like this. And my class is on Thursday, and students are expected to finish the online tasks before the Thursday, that's August 31st. All right, so before that, they're supposed to finish one vocabulary log, and then I provided an example of a vocabulary log here. So let's click on that and see what they're supposed to do. For the vocabulary log, they're supposed to include information like spelling, part of speech, definition, example sentences, and context. And then after that, so this is one of the online tasks they have to do for that week. And for activity 1, they are going to watch a short video about how to improve listening comprehension and short speech. And since this is a listening speaking class, they are supposed to do a recording. So what they did was to record themselves summarizing the video that they watched and record their reaction to the video, their response, what are some of their thoughts about the video, and then they submit their recording on Wow. So that's one of the technological tool provided by the university, the CLT language labs. All right, so I created an activity here. So watch the video about how to improve listening comprehension and short speech, and I provided the link here. And then so basically all the students, they record themselves and then they submit it here. The thing I like about Wow is that it's very easily accessible, and students can actually listen to each other's recordings as well. So I get students into groups and then give each other feedback. And another thing about Wow is that students can just record themselves using their smartphones, and then they can just upload it to Wow. So there is not much learning curve in terms of the use of technology here. And another activity is also a listening speaking. Since this is week 2, I want them to feel comfortable doing recordings. This activity is they watch a video about note taking, and then they need to answer the following questions, and eventually they also record themselves orally using their mobile phones. So the questions they have to answer include: do you agree with the note-taking skills indicated in the video? Which one of the note-taking skills do you plan to use? Why? And the recordings they have to submit to week 2, activity 2. So if you happen to notice, I make things very straightforward and clear on my course website, and they can easily find information. So this was my week 2, and based on my experience, all my students managed to finish the recordings, their online tasks on time before Thursday of that week. And when I checked, none of them seemed to have any problems with the technology. But the thing about the technology part is I explained clearly in class that students are not expected to spend a lot of time on fixing technological issues. If they feel that they're spending too much time figuring out how to use certain technologies, they should stop and come to me directly. So always make sure you have open communication between you and your students. All right, so I've also provided several other sample hybrid courses here. So this ELI 82 is the hybrid reading course, which is currently taught by Raquel. And ELI 83 is the hybrid course for advanced level academic writing. So if you click on that, this was the course website I created after I finished teaching that course, because when I started teaching ELI 83 hybrid, I actually used Blogger. So this was the actual course website that I used when I was teaching the course. But later on, when I learned that I need to create materials for future teachers who will be teaching ELI courses, I shift or change back to Google Site because it's easier to manage. And it's not as pretty as Blogger, but it's very clear, very straightforward. Your students will find it easy to maneuver around. And also, since it's Google Site, you can embed Google Drive, Google Document into it. So it's comparatively easier. So let me show you an example here. So on this ELI 83 hybrid course, I actually included a Google Doc that's called Tips for Future Teachers for Hybrid Courses. What I did is I basically included a Google document in here. So anyone who's interested in contributing to this page, they can just come to this Google document, and then they can go click on the link, and it will be reflected on this web page on the spot, all right, instantly. That's why it's easier to use Google Site. And I also included the same tips for future teachers of hybrid courses on our website of Guide for Future ELI Hybrid Courses. You can find information here as well. And all the videos that I included here on our guide website include videos illustrating hybrid course class activities, illustrating hybrid course website, which is what we are doing right now. This is a video illustrating our hybrid course websites. And later on, I'm going to create another video illustrating how to use Google Drive for different purposes in the hybrid courses. All right, so that's all for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at linjo@hawaii.edu. All right, hope you have a great time teaching your ELI hybrid course for this semester. Hope to see you soon.